GM, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. This is GM Chat. The coffee's hot as fuck. And so are some other things. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Give me a second. Good Lord. Coffee's hitting good this morning. Oh, man. I wanted to jump in here just because I saw the market moving a little bit and just take a look at things before we get into a daily stream later on. I've got a call with some other people. Some things became official. A lot of good things working behind the scenes over here, guys. Pretty pumped about it. But without further ado, guys, this is GM Chat. This is I usually start this a little bit earlier in the morning, but this is I was not gonna do it, and I was like, man, I gotta start doing this. I gotta make sure it's like something I'm doing, and it made me think about the quote of the day that I'm gonna share with you guys, and that's literally why I decided, like, even if it's 30 minutes, that's fine. We can cover some things, we can cover some announcements, and we can keep the day moving. But quote of the day, I start this with mentality, mindset, all of that, everything, streams and spaces, all that kind of stuff. I like to get everybody thinking the same way, on the same page, and take what you will from that. But having a vision for what you want is not enough. Vision without execution is hallucination. So, like, you can think about, all these wonderful things and have all these grand ideas and shit like that. But if you're not actually, taking initiative or executing on these, I mean, it's for nothing. I'm just trying to make sure that the volume works real quick. Hold on. All right. Sounds like it does. Heard some feedback right there. But yeah, man, if you guys have ideas, just sitting back and relaxing, like, those ideas are as good as, I mean, nothing really. That quote hits deep because in crypto and in life, it's easy to dream big, especially in this space. People think they can do whatever anybody else does, but they don't realize what it takes to get to those things, what the sacrifices actually cost. But without action, those dreams can just stay ideas. Execution is what turns those into reality. So today, let's focus on bridging that gap and making some things happen, talking about or taking what we see and making moves and make it count. It's about showing up, grinding, and I'm honestly just like that. It's as simple as, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. You get to the gym, you made that a reality. That's executing. That's like just taking the step of getting there. And it's the same thing with this. Whether you want to make content, whether you want to live stream, like I want to live stream, I want to do the GM chat, and I want to do the daily stream. Obviously, I'm going to need to change the times around from time to time. And if I find out that I'm pushing them too early and too close together, then I'm going to adjust. But right now, I just remove the times. And if I just show up, I show up. So that's probably a W for me. But we do have some announcements. We do have some cool things to go over. And I definitely want to take a look at the price action. I do think that we're in a bullish position overall. I think that things are going to look good, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But either way, guys, welcome back. This is GM Chat and presented by SMS Live. Let's get into it. I'm SMS, bringing you the latest in crypto and Web3. Today on GM Chat, we're diving straight into the market, looking at Bitcoin and Solana, checking out the latest moves and what's shaping up the space. A lot of cool things, like I said, are happening behind the scenes. Some official things with Marinade, DD Gaming Labs, and Zeus working groups. All three of those are, the prominent places I'm going to be putting a lot of my focus and my energy, making some things official and making some things happen. We kind of announced yesterday, kind of like softly. I haven't really made a big deal about it, but I will be moving to Thailand at the end of this summer, going into the fall. I'm going to be living with Quicks, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm pretty sure. He put this opportunity out there probably a year and some change ago, but where I was at in life, I wasn't ready to make that kind of commitment to something, and I had some other things I was trying to work on here. Well, found out one day those things are not happening any longer and going in a different direction. And I was just talking to him about something, and it came up, and he was like, "Yo, why don't you come out here?" So, with that being said, I said, "Fuck it. You know what? Let's do whatever we got to do right now and make it happen." And for me, there's only two things we need to do: get my passport situated and got that taken care of. Just waiting I got the funds for that. Just got to go up and take care of that part and get it, pay for it and get the pictures taken, all that kind of stuff. And then the other side is get the flight. And after that, I will be packing my bags and headed out to Thailand, living with fucking Quicks, and see what we can cook up as far as content and stuff like that. So I'm very excited as far as that goes. That's only going to open up more doors. I'm pretty certain of that. But it's one of those things, like I've had these ideas. I was like, well, I can't do it because this, that, or another thing. Well, when all those things kind of moved away, I was like, man, these signs are really pointing in a very specific direction with a lot of momentum, a lot of energy, a lot of things kind of lined up at the same time when other things fell through. One of the things is like, dude, look how much shit I go through, and I just keep showing up. Like, things don't work, people don't show up, whatever the case is, something doesn't go right. Somebody doesn't like me, whatever the fuck, whatever it is, man. Like, I just keep pressing on. I keep learning new things. I keep connecting with people, keep believing it, and like where I think I can take this thing. And it's piece by piece that it's coming together a little bit more and more. Solana Made Simple, something I'm very, very happy that I've been able to create, just this little impression in your guys' lives and make that kind of impact. So I'm very grateful for all of that. But making things a little bit more official with these companies that I'm working with, that you guys see in the timeline, that I'm sharing, what's going on between all the different things. Like, there's always moving parts, and I'm happy to be the person kind of help with that awareness and sharing what these amazing people are doing, and honestly contributing to it. Like, they give me a chance to chime in and give my 2 cents, and give them a perspective they maybe not have heard or seen. And I mean, maybe some of mine are a little bit more spicier takes than other ones, but I think that that's good too, because it's a little bit more relatable than some certain niches and groups and shit like that. Mine's more of a broad perspective, and probably more relatable than the average person would imagine. Because I try to find reasons to cross that gap. But without any more of that shit, guys, yes, things are happening. I'm excited. I'm moving to fucking Thailand, and it's gonna take some hard work and dedication, but we're gonna make it happen. But tonight, excuse me, every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I should be sharing my screens. This was part of my plan, but I've deviated from the plan. While I get that screen up, actually, take a look at this little.
Marinade started in 2021 at a Solana hackathon. A small, bootstrapped team, pure conviction, and community. We introduced MSOL, the first liquid staking token on Solana, opening the door to Solana DeFi. When the market crashed, we stayed. When others pivoted, we doubled down. We grew with the Solana community, the ones who showed up, staked in, and believed. We didn't just build early, we built for the long haul. And we've evolved. From MSOL to native staking, from wait times to instant unstake, from open access to high-quality KYC verified validators. No smart contract risk, no shortcuts. Just secure, audited, non-custodial staking. Institutional-grade experience with retail accessibility. Because we believe fine infrastructure should feel like fine dining. And Solana just tastes better with Marinade, the best staking rewards, slow cooked since 2021. The chef's hat stays on.
You heard it, guys. Chef hat stays on. I should get a chef hats for this fucking thing. But all right. So we got a lot of stuff going on, like I was saying, some cool stuff on my end, whatever. But we also have a space, and let me go ahead and share this with you guys. Switch the screens up right there. Our homie Tack is still on the road, so I'm gonna be, at the wheel here. He's gonna be at the wheel on the road, but we're still gonna make the show happen. We're still gonna make sure that we show up for you guys. But we've got Solana Identity. I looked into their company a little bit. They got some cool stuff going on. They are the fastest growing identity protocol on Solana. Create your Solana ID now to unlock infinite perks on chain. They got some funny videos. They got some cool stuff cooking over there. I did take the time to look through that. So if you guys haven't already, give them a follow. Take a look at what they got going on. But we're going to be talking to them at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also have Tree Gens. They actually planted a tree, in honor of everybody that showed up at Space Force last Thursday. I think mine was 300,016. I forget exactly what the number was, but it was like, it ended up having like 316 in there. It was during like a Mike Tyson voiceover during the video. There's so many like cool things that lined up like specific to me. I was like, oh, this was fucking meant to happen. It's hilarious. But they're tokenizing tree planting and leveraging carbon forwards as RWA's tree planting Guinness World Record. Next goal, 1 billion trees in 24 hours, dedicating 1 tree per follower. So they're just going hard planting trees all over the fucking world, which is cool, man. Like, I mean, it's better than some of the rugs out here. So we're going to bring them up. We're going to be talking with them a little bit, but this is powered by Gleam. If you guys don't know who Gleam is, let's go take a quick look over to there and we'll switch things up. But they are a Gleam trade tokenized carbon credits on Solana. They have the Gleam Give for funding nonprofits, earning tax benefits by doing so. And then you have Gleam Stake carbon negative Solana validators. So they got some stuff cooking over there as well. They're involved with the Radiance and the Solana Foundation, but they are the ones that power our spaces. So shout out to them. We do appreciate all the support that they bring, over this way. And we try to kick that back as best we can. But if you guys see this post, go ahead and like it, repost it. I'm going to do the little repost, undo, and then redo. This is a little hack if you guys didn't know you can do that. Just supporting the homies. It gives them a little bit more of a push. And the space is down here, so I might as well like and then repost this as well. I'm personally not one of those people that give two shits about the ratio when it comes to posting too much. Sometimes I post a lot, sometimes I don't. But a lot of people saying they're going to come through. Definitely think you should. There's some really cool stuff between Solana Identity and the tree gens that you guys want to tap into. We're going to hear from Tactical Sticks. He is on the road. He's been driving all over God's green earth out here, and it's been a journey for him. But he's on his way home. I think he's on the home stretch. But just to make sure that everything runs smoothly, we're gonna have me host this one, and then we'll get back to normal the following week. But I do appreciate the trust and the opportunity to be the co-host here. And when times like this come up where I get to actually take the wheels, I do appreciate that though. Appreciate it, guys. It means a lot. Trusting in me. But anyway, we have some other things going on. So let's see what else we got. Let me go back one more click here. I said I didn't want to go too long, so I might switch up and just go ahead and take a look at the charts. Let's see if I can get through this real quick. I think I saved these 2 bookmarks. Yep, I think I did. All right, let me just go to bookmarks real quick. I did want to briefly touch on to these things. I saw them when I was looking at a commercial. Well, you guys were. But, well, there's a space. I do want to tell you about that. Marinade Solana staking, obviously, guys. Unbeatable staking rewards. We've got Lightning 5 with Bitcoin Summer on Solana. I don't know why it sounded so crazy when I said that, but pay attention to this, guys. BTC 5 was just trending over here. If you guys look at these are what everybody's talking about. It was trending yesterday. The stuff I'm talking about regarding this, do not fade it. I'm telling you right now, it's really you're kind of ahead of the curve because not everybody. Well, you're seeing other chains try to do what we got going on over here, but just keep that in mind. Wall Street has discovered Solana. That's just bullish news over there. Let's see what else we got here. We got some new master chefs in the building. We got Holly Boy of I don't know how to say that. So I'm not gonna try. Really cool space last night with Genuine and a bunch of other homies talking about marketplace and the effect that they have on collections and the entire ecosystem. Where it's a systemic issue, where it's not just a project specific issue. That was definitely an interesting conversation to be part of, asking some questions and contributing over there. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and this is like an example of what's wrong with crypto Twitter. Well, these guys are some of the most popular, I don't know, KOLs. I don't think they've ever really said much of an opinion, just like reposting and sharing the same shit. But they're playing with showing you gambling, and within an hour this is what they had left, and this is what you guys pay attention to. This is what you tune into. This is literally what is wrong with the space and where the attention goes, because it literally said gambling stream or something stupid like that, but it was popping. They got huge followings. You guys pull up to them. Whether this is real or not, I can't verify it, but I can tell you that even if it is fake, on paper they lose. So I could only imagine that transfers over. This is not good. not good gambling. That's bad. You might as well just go stake your Solana, or I'm just saying there's other options out there. But either way, go do what you got to do. Follow these guys. Be just like them. or follow people sharing some alpha out here. Let's see. Did we share this yesterday? I don't think we even got into this, but this is what happened in June for, Zeus. I guess they're going to be doing this monthly. They got the Marinade BTC connection. You got the protocol integrations where Bitcoin economy is forming in the Solana or in Solana powered by Zeus network. You got BTC Soul expands its roster with some more collaborations. Some milestones have been hit. You got Fireside Chat at the Solana conference where you guys can tune in and listen in on that one. Pragmatic with BTC Soul as well, and a lot more stuff coming up down the pipeline. I like these little these things. They remind me of like zines, like old school kind of little, ads or whatever, like a punk rock thing. I just like where they're going with that. So something I've been paying attention to. Let's see what else we got there. I kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday and shared more about the Camino. They had a really good space, kind of talking about them collaborating, working together, being household names, trusted, names that have been in the space for quite a while. So I think those are some things to pay attention to. Like, when people come to the space, they're like, oh, that's Camino. Oh, that's Marinade. Oh, that's Magic Eden, whatever the case is. It's like they already know the names. You don't have to pitch it. It does its own work. I guess that's the best way to say that. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at some charts because I think we're at a good point. So this is Solana. I would say we're officially out of the downtrend. I said once we go over 152, we're good. I mean, we came up, we went even higher. We went up to close to damn near 160 something, right? Right here. What was this? 163? Is that for real? That's crazy. So we had a nice little run up, broke out of this downtrend for sure. This reversal played out, still trending up. We have 153.05. So a little bit of sell-off. These are people that hate their family and their friends and stuff like that. Those are mostly the people that sell on these days for whatever reason. They're not good people. I'm just kidding. I'm just completely joking. But I don't understand the point of, you have momentum, you're going up. But anyway, people are selling. It's only giving other people a reason to jump in. Nothing, in my opinion, to be too concerned about. Because if you look back over here at these points of support, resistance, where we've been bouncing, where we've been moving, the trend, everything's working in your favor. I'm not really worried about the price of anything at this point. I see where we're headed. The news of ETFs. We have a lot of things that are bullish for Solana right now. So this, like, even on a red day like this, I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. I wish my position was up a little bit higher, but I went to bed with it up. I woke up with it, much higher. I could have sold for profits there, but I think we go into the 60s. I think that this is just like trending. I think that we end up in the 60s before you know it, and it just keeps moving up in that direction until some terrible news happens. But what I see here is a nice downtrend for a few months, I guess a month and some change, and now we're about to reverse and fly in July. So doom in June, fly in July. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but maybe I made one up. Who knows? I'm just kidding. But for real, it looks good. I like where we're at there. Let's go take a look at BTC. What is this? This isn't my BTC. I need to see the chart. What the fuck? I didn't clear the chart. Is it? Yeah. Oh, here it is. This should be mine with my little lines and shit on it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yep, that's it. All right, yeah, this one's out of the it's out of the shit house as well. I think it's a good way to put that. It doesn't look as clear as the Solana one, but breaking out of this right here, that does show that we are making those higher highs again. That's the main thing we wanted to look at. We wanted to make sure that we could start establishing that. We're still not really there, but it's working its way up. I think once we get, if I drew a line across that, you'd see what I'm talking about, but you can get the idea, right? I don't have to do that for you. But if we go above this point of 110.5, something around there. We're going to be at a new high compared to this previous, and I think that's all you really need. Maybe we did tap it right here, but we need to like keep it. We need to hold that. We need to bounce on top of that, and then it starts to really like change course. But there's some bullish news. I think that this consolidation and chop right here at the top right there was a good signal for us, and that's what I was hoping for, that we could break above that and start moving up, and it looks like it worked out pretty damn good. So we'll just keep watching. Again, I'm not completely worried about anything at this point. I just think that these do bounce, but we'll see how the holiday treats us. Maybe we get a bullish 4th of July. Maybe we don't. Historically, sometimes it's not that good around the holidays, but hey, we'll see. We'll see how things turn out this one. I mean, it's been a pretty different cycle, I guess, compared to the previous ones, but at the same time, there are some similarities that follow in trend. So we'll see how things go. Right now, I think things seem bullish. I think that the sentiment is still bullish in the air, despite a little bit of a sellout this morning. I think things turn around, and again, I believe that Solana in the 60s is like due. It just seems like it at this point. But that's really all I got as far as quick announcements. I want to take a look at the charts. The charts. No, I want to take a look at the charts real quick and just kind of remind you of the space that we got going on. I need to get back onto the content game. I've definitely been slacking on that, but I had a lot going on. But I'm not, I'm not going to stop cooking. Definitely going to pick up where I left off, and I will catch you guys on the timeline. That's, like I said, it wasn't going to be a long one. We're at about 24 minutes right here. Perfect. Don't want to really go too much longer in this. Like I said, there's just a lot of stuff going on, so I'm gonna get back to work. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you on the daily stream later on today. Not exactly sure what time, but I do have a meeting coming up, so I am getting out of here and getting ready for the rest of the things we got going on. Have a good rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Don't be afraid to take profits, but if you got conviction, I think you're in good positions to hold. I'm not your financial advisor. If you'd like to pay me to be your financial advisor, you'd also have to assume the risk on yourself. Hit me over the DMs. I'd be happy to help you out. All right, bye.